there's just so much disinformation. I think I said the other day, we have a shovel or against an ocean. It's an ocean that's being perpetuated by the President of the United States and his legal teams, and they have the rights to go through their due process. What they don't have a right to do is then bring them out in a way that they can't be questioned and they can't be, even looked at in a real way. And they give it more heft than it deserves because the president is saying it. And I understand people are still emotionally raw. I still have family members who just they cannot possibly imagine how Joe Biden has won the state of Georgia. He did, through several different ways. We had about over 20,000 people just skip the presidential race. They just didn't vote in it. They went down and voted in other races. If you take 8 counties, 6 in metro Atlanta, in the 2 around the University of Georgia, Clark and Oconee, David Perdue got more than 19,000 more votes than the president. If you look at this thing, we have a new report we're going to be looking at from a federal lab showing that there was no fraudulent voting in this state by comparisons to previous elections. Everything we saw here was relatively normal. People who do not understand what's been happening in the state in the last 10 years are the ones who are really thrown by this. Guess what? Gwinnett and Cobb County flipped from very Republican years ago to very Democrat now. The New York Times had a very good visual piece showing the way that the votes were cast in metro Atlanta in 1984, that Fulton County was the only Democrat county in that year. Then in 2000, there were 3 Democrat counties. Then in 2016, I think they were all but 2 Democrat counties. This is a normal progression you see in politics sometimes. DeKalb County was the hotbed heart of the Republican Party from the 60s into the 70s and into the 80s. Now it is the heart of the Democrat Party. These things happen. If you pay attention, you know that.